Hello again, this is SD, and we're going to continue the streak with run number 9 today with Lanius A. Lanius A is a very, very strong ship. I would say this is top 5 in the game. I would put it just inside the top 5, and I could see reasonable people putting it just outside of it, but it's definitely top 10 regardless of anything else. I would rank the top 5 ships in terms of win streaking as NGC and Lanius B, I think, are pretty uncontrovertibly the top 2. And then I would add Stealth A, Zoltan A, and this. I would put Slug C and Crystal B right outside it. It's interesting to compare this to Slug C, and because that is the ship that it is most similar to. And Slug C, I mean, that's a favorable comparison in my mind, because Slug C is my favorite ship in the game. They both start with hacking and a chain laser. The difference is Slug C has mind control, and Lanius A, instead of having mind control, has no second system, but it has a weapons 3 and an ion stunner. And the way this plays out, to simplify it in my mind, is that Lanius A has fewer weaknesses, but Slug C has more strengths. Slug C can be used to accumulate scad loads of crew kills early on, much more easily. I mean, you can get quite a lot of crew kills with this ship as well, but it's easier with Slug C because you have mind control. However, it's much more vulnerable to ships with Zoltan shields because you chew through them half as quickly, and you're more vulnerable to taking 1 point of damage on weapons and then losing the chain laser. Whereas Lanius A has an easier time with them. And also Slug C is weaker against auto ships, because against an auto ship, Slug C basically, the mind control doesn't do anything because there's no mines to control over there. So it effectively, against an auto ship, Slug C is just Lanius A with weaker weapons. So yeah, it is easier on Slug C to get loads of crew kills and potentially get a massive snowball rolling, but it's also easier to get screwed over if you fight a couple of Zoltan ships early. And that actually happened the last time that I did a recording where I played Slug C. Of course, the last time I played Lanius A, I also had a difficult time early on due to a ridiculous ion intruder drone landing in my weapons in the first couple of fights. But, you know, almost any ship could be screwed over by that. And it was actually a testament to Lanius A that we survived that situation at all, because most ships would have died in that fight. So let's get started. We've got a nebula to go through. There's some nebula jumps down here. We maybe could get that one, but probably not, because we'd have to take a bad path to even get there. And I'd probably rather look in the middle of the sector to see stores. You have emergency respirators on this ship, which you should definitely sell the first time you get the chance. This isn't like on Fed C, where the emergency respirators might help you board things. They are basically worthless, and you just get rid of them for 25 scrap, I believe. That is by far the most useful thing that they do for you. Let's go here and see more. Now, your weapons on this ship are quite slow. Your chain laser takes ages to spin up. So the way I would always recommend fighting early fights on this ship is hack weapons. Unfortunately, that's an Artemis missile because this is level 3 weapons. I would always recommend hacking weapons early on so that you can get your chain laser off before they get their weapons off. And we'll use the ion stunner to pop shields and unfortunately miss. But we took down the only weapon there that's dangerous. Whereas if we had let them just fire that without hacking, it might have come in and hit my weapons, knocked the chain laser off, or hit my shields and let the heavy laser come in and hit me, and that could just start an absolutely devastating cascade. So don't do that. Let's find out who they're sending in there to fix things, because we're not in any danger right now. Engines guy, go to sensors. If we could get a fire in there, it's possible. Okay, they have an NG. We're not going to try to crew kill this then. NG plus Artemis missile means you don't mess around. Just kill this ship. Let's shoot the shield. We actually did get a fire there. I can tell because they've already will be running the NG there, and they're trying to run the human as well. Maybe we can stun them in there, but I doubt very much that we can turn it into a crew kill because the NG will put it out too fast. Honestly, it wouldn't shock me if the NG puts it out on his own. He didn't, but Yeah, the two of them together did. But regardless, we killed the ship and took no damage. We got 18 scrap, which is a pretty good reward. Let's make sure everything is tracking. Yes, it is, and the recording is going cool. Okay, we don't see anything. We can't get any upgrades, so let's just keep bouncing around. I think we'll go here and then there. Actually, this doesn't really see anything. This would see that, but I don't think we want to go to that beacon anyway. We're going to want to end like there and then go up to this nebula. We're probably going to have an awkward time getting all of our jumps because the exit is way up in the top right, but the things that join to it are relative. Well, in fact, this beacon is literally the only one that joins to it. It's relatively far away and it's in a nebula, so we'll probably lose like one jump, but it's fine. I guess we'll go here and then down. We've got a slaver ship. This ship is definitely not one that we want to mess around with. They have a burst laser too, and that's probably a small bomb. Small bomb burst laser 2 might be the most dangerous weapon setup to see early on, and we have not upgraded our shields yet. But we got that burst laser 2 down before it ever fired, again because of the weapons hack. We want to keep, yeah, that's a... And they've got an NG over there as well to help fix things, so we definitely don't want to try to mess around with this ship. Shoot their shields out, or try to and fail miserably. I do not want them to have either of these weapons up, because the small bomb hitting my weapons would be a disaster. No. I'm not accepting a Mantis. Can I use a Mantis to get level 4 shields? No, I can't. Whereas the 20 odd scrap that I will get from this ship, I can in fact use to get that. Holy crap. So yeah, we rejected that Mantis, and as a result we got 23 scrap plus a 25 scrap drop that we can sell the first time we see a store. There is no way on Earth that that is more valuable. I don't think there's a single ship in the game. Frankly, even if you remove the combat drone, this is better for basically every ship in the game, except maybe Mantis B or NGB, possibly. Actually, it's better even for NGB because we don't have shields up yet. So Mantis B is the only one that you would even consider that, and with Mantis B you wouldn't have that happen because you have no weapons, so you wouldn't get the surrender offer anyway. Okay, there's a store there. Do we want to go there because we have 50 scrap worth of stuff to sell? I mean, we could just avoid it and take fights. But honestly, I think it's probably better to go to this store and then go down. Well, we're selling emergency respirators and the combat drone. Now, I'm wondering whether or not long-range scanners is a trap here. I don't think it is. Now, I mean, I love long-range scanners. If you've watched my videos, you know that long-range scanners are great. Or, I think that they are great. There are some arguments against buying long-range scanners early in the game, which is basically 30 scrap is a lot early on in a run. And it'll take you like 2 or 3 jumps to get that money back. And that might be the difference between you getting a weapon upgrade and you not getting a weapon upgrade. And getting a weapon upgrade is much more critical in terms of allowing you to actually win the run than getting the scanners is. In this particular instance, I think it's still worth doing because I can get my shields up while still affording the scanners, so it's not delaying my defensive upgrades. I've already been to the store in this sector because I'm at it now. There may not actually be another store at this sector. Additionally, I'll still have Sector 2 to potentially get a weapon upgrade, and that gives me a lot of time to get scrap. Additionally, Lanius A does not strictly need a weapon upgrade, because if you get screwed over on weapons, you can upgrade hacking and hack shields. Because of course the other thing, if I weren't playing, suppose if I'm playing Kestrel A and I see this store, I think I pass on the long range scanners, because 30 scrap takes you away from getting what I'm usually trying to get when I'm playing a gunship in the early sectors. I want to get shields 4 as soon as possible. Then I want to get, and then the next two things I want to get, in which order around they go, depends on the ship and depends on what the game gives me. But what I want to get after that is some weapon upgrade so I can comfortably deal with enemies with 2 shield bubbles, and I want to get hacking. Usually I want to get hacking, the weapon upgrade, and shields 4 by the end of Sector 2. I can't always do that, but I can always usually get at least 2 of those. Yesterday with Zoltan B we didn't, but then Zoltan B starts with a weak shield system, so it has to spend an extra 100 scrap. So that was a little bit of an exception. Here we already have hacking, so our ability to get scrap up enough to get another weapon is really all that we'll need to do. We'll already have 2 of them at the end of this store. And then we have a long time. And of course long range scanners will even help me find fights. I'll have my shields up, therefore I can use the long-range scanners to help me find fights, and some of those fights will be ones that I can just crew kill by hacking their oxygen, and then I might get a weapon drop from that anyway. So I'm going to do this. Long-range scanners. I'm a little bit low on fuel, but it's fine. We've unfortunately jumped past 2 stores, or 2 fights rather, while we were leaping around blindly, but it doesn't matter. We found a fight there, and it was amazing. Distress. We have decent distress options on this ship. So yeah, this ship would have been very dangerous without Shields 4, which is why Shields 4 is so important. But with Shields 4, this thing's a joke. We're completely safe. This ship's a little tricky to crew kill, but we can do it. Probably. They have both a med bay and an NG to repair things, which does make it a little awkward, but let's see what we can do. We are going to hack O2. This is a little bit tricky because we don't have enough power for everything yet. Okay, good. They only have level 1 oxygen. What I'm going to do... I'm going to fire the ion stunner afterwards, because I don't want to... Normally I'd use the ion stunner to strip shields and then fire the chain laser to do up to 2 damage and have 2 chances to do 1, but I don't want to do extra hull damage on this ship, so I will hold off on that. Let's depower the ion stunner for a moment so I can run my O2. It is a little bit annoying that we don't... I'd like 1 more power. Do that while they're repairing. I might be able to stun this guy. Nope, he was too fast. I can stun him now. I actually should... That was actually a misplay, though. I should have let him out of the door, because now he's in the room, whereas if I had just fired... If I had just unlocked the door and let him out, he'd have needed to break back through the locked door. So he's going to actually get the O2 fixed quicker, because I did make that misplay. But it's fine. I will let him out now. And that's broken, and now the NG's not even trying to fix that. And their ship has no O2 on it. Speaking of no O2, I'm going to turn mine on, because I don't think they can fix this in time. And if they do, we just hack it down again. So, we got a nice scrap reward and 5 fuel. And we were completely safe throughout the fight. Let's let our O2 recharge. Gonna actually buy that extra power bar right now, I think. Should I? I'll hold off. I'm gonna get myself up to 80 scrap first. I don't need it for hacking, but 80 scrap is like... basically all weapons that you would want to buy in this game are 80 scrap or less. Like, the most expensive weapon in the game that you actually want is a burst laser 2, which is 80 scrap. Everything else, the only other weapons that are more expensive than that are the glaive beam, the Vulcan, and the burst 3, which are all 95 scrap. But those weapons all suck, so you don't want to buy them. And everything else is going to be 80 or less. Like, you get flak for 65, or halberd for 65, or a heavy laser for 50, or a heavy laser 2 for 65, or most of the two-shot lasers are in the 50 to 65 range. So yeah, you don't need to save beyond 80 just to get a gun. Should I backtrack to get more fights here? I think no, because it pretty much locks me into like jumping like this, maybe? I mean, these aren't fights, albeit in civilian sectors, empty beacons have a reasonable chance to be hostile encounters anyway. They're neutral, but like they could be, say, civilian ships that are requesting aid, and those are double scrap possibilities. But I think I probably want to go here, see this bottom half, bounce around. If I went here, I would be like going there, 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 and then my ability to explore this bottom side would be limited. I mean, to get out of the sector, I think I pretty much need to go... I could either go there, there, and there, but that would require me to jump really early, or there, but that has much the same problem. So I really want my last two jumps to be like here, 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 and there. So let's find out how quickly do I need to be at this beacon here. Looks like I need to be there in possibly 6 jumps, but 5 is better to be safe. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one of those is a nebula beacon, so it would be safe to go there. In fact, I could even potentially take both of these nebula beacons. If I went like 1, 2... Well, actually, I could go here, these 3 at the bottom, the nebula's there, and then up. I think I'll do something like that. Sadly, there was nothing there, but these 2 are fights, so... We got another slaver ship. This ship cannot hurt me. We will once again be killing this with O2 hacking. Let's let my O2 go up to 100 first. This is a little annoying to O2 hack kill because they've got a repair drone and an NG, although they should actually use the Mantis to repair, because the way that they decide on repairs is basically they prioritize having certain slots, certain spots on the ship occupied, and it goes in order: weapons, engine, or piloting, engines, weapons. So when they take damage on a system, they will pull somebody off, whoever is on the least important system, which to them will be weapons. But they also have the system repair drone. I can't get oxygen up to 100% because actually my Lanius are draining it from several rooms, but I can get it up to like high 80s and that's fine. Okay, this is a little annoying because they have level 2 O2. That's particularly irritating because it's going to mean that this thing will stay in the room. I want to take the shields down and then hit it twice. Unfortunately, I only hit it once. That's quite irritating, because that way it can still recharge while they're running in there. Let's do chain laser and then ion stunner into that room. Well, I mean, if they're going to just dodge everything, then there's not much I can do about that. They unfortunately got their O2 back all the way. Good, we got a fire, and we've stunned them in it. Unfortunately, the repair drone itself is immune to fire, but it does just delay things, which is, you know, good enough. Unfortunately, the Mantis might now take so much damage that they run the NG in instead, which I do not want. I need to temporarily repower my O2. Damn it, they dodged. This might not work. I'm getting very lucky with these fires. It would help if I could blow this repair drone up. I might honestly shoot at it again to get it nearer to the point where it will just die. Especially since the Mantis is dead, they're now running an NG in to help fix. And if you've ever seen a system repair drone and an NG fixing things, they fix stuff real fast. However, there's no O2 in that room right now. Damn it, why do they keep fucking dodging? Yeah, they've just fixed that in like no time flat. However, we can boot them out of the room. No, don't fire that. No, we're not accepting a slave. This may not actually work because, like, this is just so much repair ability. Also, my O2 is dangerously low. Maybe this will work. Maybe. I mean, you're now in a room that has no O2 in it. I need to turn mine on. I'm below 10%. I think this will work, just. If they had tried to run away at any point, it would not have worked at all, but... There we go. We just got it, and now we have to wait here to let our O2 refill a bit. This is definitely one spot I would like, in that fight, would have really liked to have the extra 20 scrap. The extra 20 scrap. The extra power that costs 20 scrap, but... So, we got another fight to go into. This has been a really lucrative sector so far. We have already made, well, 81 scrap plus 25 in drops, and we have plenty of jumps left. We'll jump out now. 75 is enough oxygen. Attack the pirate. We don't need 2 shields here. We're not trying to kill this because this enemy has a missile. Fortunately, it is only a Lido missile. Gotcha. We could probably kill this. If we shot out the O2 right now, they'd run the Mantis in to fix it, and that would take it an eternity. But I don't think we could do that and keep the missile down, and it's more important to just not take damage. Which, so far we've taken 0 damage in this sector, because starting with hacking is kind of strong. There we go. Double reward, nice. No, that double reward gave us 21 scrap. So that slaver that we rejected the slave for earlier, we got more scrap from that than we did from a double reward. And that's excluding the combat drone drop, which obviously made it absurd. Just the 23 scrap we got from getting a high scrap reward was more than you get from a standard double scrap reward. That was kind of on the low end for a double scrap reward, but it's still not at all unusual that you'll get in the range of about, 21 to 23 from a double reward, because usually one side of the double reward is a low scrap reward. And in Sector 1, This is our third slaver already. That is fortunately a Lido missile because that's a charge laser and it's not possible for them to have above level 3 weapons at this stage. Unfortunately, they've kept that up. But we couldn't do too much there. Our ion stunner missed, so we'll take one more. So we've taken damage finally. Shoot shields to try to draw people over there. Reject another slave. I should have actually fired the ion stunner at that room, but whatever. My chain laser's fully spun up there, and I had the hack, so I knew they weren't going to get a missile off. Yeah, got another 21 scrap from that. So far, we found a store. So we not only got that scrap, we got it at a very well, a point that was very well timed. So far this sector, by rejecting slavers, one of the slaver fights I didn't offer it at all, but by rejecting slavers, we have resulted in a net gain of 21 scrap there, 23 previously, and 25. So we made 69 scrap, which is both very nice and has far more impact on us winning the game than having 2 mantises on our ship would be, or frankly, having 5 mantises on our ship would be. We're not using missiles, so let's take that, but that's not really a great jump. Do I definitely have enough to take this fight, go to the store, and still get out via the... Looks like we do. And frankly, even if we get caught at this, it's not that bad. It would be a nebula dive if it was. Attack the station. Hack these weapons. We don't need to run level 2 shields because we should be able to bring these down before they... I don't even need to wait with the ion stunner because I can just fire it right away. They shouldn't ever get to fire at me, and if they do ever fire that at me, I would just put the second shield bubble up in time. Get that down. See about ionizing that. Not that I'm guaranteed that that does anything, because they might have level 2 piloting. It'd do a little something, I guess. No, they only had level 1. Cool. 18 only, but we'll go to this with 111 scrap. That is more than enough to buy anything we might want here. Okay, well, it's not enough to buy cloaking, and unfortunately that's not... it wouldn't be enough to buy cloaking, which is here. There are no weapons. We could buy mind control and basically make ourselves into Slug C, but I'm actually going to pass on that and just keep saving for weapons in Sector 2. So I'll keep 90, I'll get that power bar that we've been hankering after, and let's go there, and the exit. Attack the ship. Hello, O2 crew kill. It's good to meet you. My name's SD. I have a proposal that will take your breath away. The ion stunner doesn't really stun the O2 long enough to completely stop them from being able to, are you kidding? Okay, I'm gonna just let them get their O2 all the way back up. Or actually, no, I won't let them get it all the way back up. I'll just hack again. Their dodging has been crazy. Can I please actually hit this with the laser? Thank you. Have to break through the locked door. Unfortunately, they do have an NG. So this time we will do the proper thing. When he fixes the O2, we will let him leave the room, and then we'll lock it and hack it again. They dodged all 3 of my shots. Great. Are you fucking joking? guess you put all of your scrap into evade. Still, this is going to be an O2 crew kill. It's just been more annoying than it should have been because they dodged like crazy. I shouldn't even need to shoot out the medbay. They should prioritize trying to fix this over anything else. You're going to fail. The door will lock behind you. Anyone else who tries to come fix this, they'll need to break the locked door down. So yeah, they didn't even try to do that. So there's another 22 scrap. Okay, we hack this. I might actually get a cheap engines upgrade, just because for fights like this, it will allow me to have somewhere to put my power. It also would allow me to run away from bad fights quite a bit faster. So I'll do that after this fight. I don't generally rate engines upgrades very much, but level 1 engines is a little bit dangerous just because of how slow they are to charge the FTL. We're not having much luck with enemies in their evade lately. So we're going to take 2 missiles here. We did get it offline there at least. Go and fix that. Maybe I can pull him. Of course, in order for me to pull that guy, I would need to actually hit the other system. Take that down. So maybe this time I can hit shields. No! Will you fuck off with your dodging, you stupid assholes. So they're able to charge their FTL right now because I have not been able to hit multiple systems. Okay, good. That will pull their pilot, so they're not charging the FTL up. Well, we got a map reveal right before we jump to the exit. That's very helpful. I can see everything in this sector. Yeah, I think we did lose 1 jump here by going at this point. I can't take that. We need our drones. We've had to use quite a few drones in this sector. Actually, we didn't lose a jump. We actually got the right amount in. So we made, in that sector, 175 scrap, and then we had a 25 scrap drop. That is fantastic. That is a brilliant Sector 1. Our options here are Uncharted Nebula or Rock Controlled. I don't like rock controlled sectors at all. However, they have 2 stores in them, and Uncharted Nebula has the possibility to have 0 stores in them. So even though I don't think Uncharted Nebulas are as bad as people say they are, I do think that the chance of getting screwed on stores is very bad. And we have defense against rock live mine, so there is that as well. So off to the rock sector. Oh yeah, I was going to do this, which might come in use here because we're a rock sector, they like their missiles. Well, whichever way we go, up or down, we can get 2 fights, and this both sees more and the fights aren't at hostile beacons, so we clearly want to do this. I hope there aren't stores up in those upper beacons, because if there are, we won't be able to go to one of them without having to backtrack. If you've been watching my videos, you know what's going to happen at this fight. This ship can't hurt me, so let's train. I will see you back when we have max of all of these skills. Right, so we now have max piloting, max evade, and max weapon. This ship is reasonably crew killable. They have a rock. I've already sent someone down to sensors because I got my weapons guy up to max XP sooner. They have a rock and a human. You could crew kill this really easily by just hacking the O2 down. However, I'm a bit wary of doing that because we only have 4 drones. I'm going to try to do it without using hacking, and the way to do that is to do this. Okay, unfortunately they have level 2 O2, which does make this a little bit more awkward. But still, we might manage it. them having rock plating actually helps because it allows us to apply system damage without applying hull damage. And every single time we hit with the stunner, which unfortunately we didn't there, we will stun this person and delay them repairing for a little while. And it gives us a fallback option in case one of the laser shots misses as well. Yeah, there's every chance this doesn't work. But I'm very reticent to spend another drone. Especially when I don't necessarily have to. A fire here would probably actually be bad because it would pull the rock in. Why did I do that? I did not intend to fire that shot. That's actually stupid. That was a tremendous misplay. That basically wasted the rock resist I got earlier because the room was already damaged. No, we're not accepting crew. It wouldn't necessarily be bad to fire here, sort of close to when I think they're ready to fix this, because they'll die and then they'll lose the repair. Yeah, there we go. And now they have to restart all over again. But I think we're actually not going to manage this unless we get some good rock resist, especially since, you know, we made a mistake where I fired at this room when I didn't need to. I can maybe do this by being really, really precise. If I go depower the chain laser and then fire like this, that ionizes. Maybe if I do that one more time, that will get it long enough to... But I think actually this may not work. And literally, if we had one more hole to play with, it would be easy. Maybe we're going to do it anyway. Oh, we just got it. That's a lot of twos. I would have preferred to get 2 drones, but I think that only actually comes from... Did I actually save you in the wrong... I saved you in sensors for some stupid reason. Fix that. I saw previously, I looked while we were grinding skill, and I knew that was just... There's a fight there, but I'm not going there. I want to look at as many beacons as I can to find the store. Stop them from breaking my O2. You go down to doors. This ship can't hurt me, so I can deal with the borders first of all. And then we can decide whether or not we want to try to crew kill this. I think this ship probably does require hacking because they have a med bay as well as their other stuff. So if we do want to get a crew kill, we almost certainly have to O2 kill this. O2 kill. We almost certainly have to hack O2. Before we decide on whether to do that, I am going to charge the FTL all the way up to look and see if there's a store right next to us. Because if there is, that increases the benefit of me doing that. Because it increases the amount of scrap I have for it. And I can buy drones back at the store anyway. I'm almost certainly going to do that the next time I see a store, regardless of what else happens. If we had got that mind control earlier, it would be a, you know, these would be very easy crew kills, although this one would be a little tricky. But, I still think it's better that we didn't do that, so that we can get get better weapons once we get a store that actually has some weapons at it. You go there. Let's take a quick look. Okay, there's no stores immediately around. Can I possibly crew kill this by taking out the O2? Let's... Okay, that is only level 1 O2, so we might actually manage this. And the rock is so slow to move away that they're still nearby, which means the ion stunner hits them when they run back to deal with the damage. There I fired the ion stunner too early, so I didn't hit him with it. I need to actually get this off quicker and fire like pretty much the instant that he fixes it. Good, we got a rock resist there and we stun them again. So that's basically free system damage and free O2 drain. This typically should work once. I mean, the rooms are already starting to go a little pink. We shouldn't need to hit this more than like twice more before they run out. And we got another rock resist. We will get this. And they actually prioritize trying to fix the O2 over saving themselves in the med bay, so. Now they are running somebody into the med bay here. Oh wow, that's a level 2 med bay actually, so that does make things a little awkward. That's kind of tempting because of the 2 drones. And that is max. That's both 2 drones and it's max fuel. Like, if I reject this, I mentioned that I was planning to buy drones at the store anyway. If I reject this, I'll need to spend 16 scrap on drones anyhow, just to get those 2, and it will reduce the maximum number that I could get, because, you know, if the next shop has 3 drones at it, if I reject, I could get up to maybe 7, whereas this would allow me to get up to maybe 9. On the other hand, if we reject and go for the crew kill, which we have here, we are definitely going to crew kill this ship if we reject. There is a 1 in 9 chance of a weapon drop and a 1 in 9 chance of a crew drop. Now, a crew drop's less valuable, but there's a 1 in 9 chance of a weapon drop. We also have chances of 4 in 9 chance of high scrap rewards. The high scrap reward would mostly be wasted because we would end up spending that on drones. I'm gonna reject. We hit this once more and they just die. Actually, they might fix it in time, but we hit it once more after that. I think I might have been better at accepting that, but like, the 1 in 9 chance of getting a weapon drop is really, really important. Like, the only thing we really need to make sure we don't lose this run is to get a weapon, considering how well we've been doing for scrap. Let's jump here to see more. Attack the mantis. Okay, so this mantis has had its weapons partially taken out by an event, and they only had level 1 weapons to begin with, so this ship has literally no weapons to use on me. Ugh, that's annoying. My Lanius are kind of at low health. They might both die here, but honestly, it doesn't matter that much. It's not like they can take my Clumbe out. We'll just use this mantis to refresh them. Human, go and punch it now. I did lose my engines training there, which is a little annoying, but it'll get back. Gonna leave you here just in case that, because they're gonna heal that guy out and board again, and if they board into this room, I want to be able to tie him up, even though I could vent it directly, I guess. You two go in there. This time we actually have health, so you're not getting anywhere. Okay, let's go and look and see if we can crew kill this. They will have an NG, unfortunately, which is a little bit annoying. Let's get our FTL charged all the way up and look and see what else there is to see. Okay, we found the store. Good. I think the way that I want to crew kill this, to try to do it without using a drone, is I want to switch the places, because if I hit the oxygen now, they'll run the NG to fix the oxygen. But if I do something like this, they'll run the NG to shields. I can ion stun the NG, which, had it hit, would have delayed them. Okay. I think I got that just fast enough that they're running the Mantis there anyway. Yes. Okay, good. So they're now wasting their time fixing their O2 with the Mantis, who is incredibly slow. This ship will not run away. Mantis ships, if it says Mantis up in the class, it will never run away. Pirate Mantis ships will run away, so you do need to be wary of that. But actual Mantis ships, they don't run. So we can just let this Mantis very slowly fix the O2, and we'll hit it again. We can even use the ion stunner maybe. We actually fired that too late, but it didn't matter. It missed anyway. And yeah, this Mantis is so slow at repairing that they're not going to manage it. We have been fortunate in fighting a lot of ships with very weak weapons so far. And since we got that early Shields 4, frankly, the strongest weapon ships that we fought were like the first two in the game, when we still had level 1 shields. There was, what, the Burst 2 and Small Bomb 1, and there was another quite strong one too. Ion Stun you. And that O2 will drain off that ship. I probably need to hit it maybe once more, maybe twice. Probably not more than that, considering it's a Mantis fixing it. So I did have to do some extra damage because I had to hit the shields first. I was hoping they would have the buffer upgrade, because I ended up doing an extra damage to the O2 that I didn't want to do, but I wanted to make sure I hit it to run the Mantis in there. Okay, I didn't even need to hit it twice more. Once more was enough. Now I hit that. These people have level 2 medbay as well. God damn it. That means they're going to run the Mantis, the NG rather, to fix that, which is very irritating. Hit that. Level 1 medbay only is just enough to counter the effects of no O2. It's not enough to actually get their hit points back up. So we'll knock that down and we'll keep ion stunning the NG. There we go. That will run out again. This Mantis isn't going to be able to fix that. Let's just make sure of it by doing this. Cool, got ya. We are somewhat unfortunate in that we've got this many crew kills and still not got a weapon drop, but it is only 1 in 9. We'll go Distress, then Store. Ooh, there's a possibility that this could be a weapon drop. Unfortunately, we got the bad result. Whatever. We'll go to the store. We have enough to buy anything we might want. And this is a great store. This is why we held on to all that scrap. You know, if we had bought Mind Control earlier, we would be able to buy 1 weapon here. We'd have a difficult time buying 2. And we're going to buy 2 here. I mean, one we're getting is definitely this heavy laser. And I'm trying to decide about whether or not to buy the other chain laser. The other chain laser is 10 scrap more expensive. However, the downside of having a chain laser, the main one is, well, it's slow. It takes a while to spin up. But we already have a chain laser, so there's no downside to having 2, and they spin up fast. And it can actually potentially be quite useful once you've got 2 in place. You know, you fire them a couple times, they spin up really, really quickly. And like double chain laser plus a heavy laser would be plus hacking. That's a really, really good setup. Honestly, we could buy all 3 of these and go into the final fight with chain, charge, heavy one, and we'd be fine. But that seems a little bit much. We don't need to buy that many We don't need to spend that much money on weapons this early. We will hit other stores in this run. I am going to buy this other chain laser. Let's take a quick look to see if there's another store. There isn't. I'd like to get some repairs. Should I buy the battery now? I'm normally not a keen fan of buying the battery early. It does remove it from the list of systems that we want, and since we already have hacking, that cuts the list down so low that almost any store that has systems is going to have mind control and cloaking, which are the ones we want. I know they have mind control here, but it was more valuable to get weapons. I think we're going to do this. And then we want to get weapons to 4 next. But now we can go back into, using our long-range scanners to find fights. We don't need to find stores for a while because we want to get weapons 4, probably even weapons 5, and then start saving up for cloaking. This one is probably going to be a fight. This one has a 50-50 chance of a crew. Let's take the fight, especially since, hey, what do you know? This ship can't actually hurt us, so we can crew kill it. Let's once again see whether or not we can crew kill this without needing to hack. This has level 202. Well, we'll see whether or not we can pull it off. They don't have a med bay. I maybe should put you in there to try to get your skill back, but then I can't monitor what's going on over there. Yeah, whatever. We missed one of the laser shots there, but fortunately the ion stunner came in, and that does still take the O2 back off. Good, we got a rock resist there. We also set a fire, I know, because they're running a rock out. That's not good, because that means they're now going to have 2 rocks in that room. Like, it delays them a little because they have to put the fire out. But once they put the fire out, they're not going to run this rock back to piloting. They will leave them there until this system is fully repaired, which we don't want to let them do. So I think, unfortunately, this means we'll probably, if we want to secure the crew kill, we'll probably have to hack. We'll see, because maybe we can get another fire or 2 and just delay them. And of course, we can use the ion stunner to stun both of them. But, like, it doesn't stun them for that long, and I think in the period that they're not stunned, it speeds the repair up too much. Yeah, we have to hack here, unfortunately. We want to get the crew kill, which is quite annoying. I did not want to have to do that. Oh well. We're fine to use hacking drones now because we've secured weapon upgrades, so we're not going to be in a position where maybe we have to rely on hacking to get through shields in the next sector. And crew kills are just more likely to get us good scrap, so let's do that. There we go. No O2 on your ship. This guy's gonna die. They won't fix this probably even once more. Nope. Fish is too slow. That's enough to do this now. Now we need more power. But we can power it for the moment because we have the backup battery anyway. Distress beacon. We never did end up buying drones at that store, but that's because we had really, really good weapons available. Let's use these to cut through the Zoltan shield quickly. Who have you got over there? Is this a crew killable ship? Maybe. It kind of depends on what this bomb is. It's a small bomb. I mean, I could run them out of bombs. The only danger really is if they bomb my shields and set them on fire, and I could actually do this and put the Lanius in there, and they'd just be able to fix it immediately. The O2 would put it out immediately. Lack of O2 would put it out immediately. Let's do that. We'll like vent other bits of our ship just to minimize the odds of there being fires that burn things down. Like, that's annoying, but it's not, you know, like, does that really do anything? We'll go and fix it. They should have 7 or 8 bombs. The main danger of doing this, actually, is that they might hit crew with bombs and kill them. We managed to dodge aside. I have occasionally lost crew by being careless, and then they, like, land a bunch of bombs in a row on the room my crew are in, and then they bomb Clone Bay or something like that. But, okay, they bomb my shields. Number 1 priority is to fix that. So yeah, this would be an issue if they bomb my shields again. But we could shoot their weapons out quickly if they did that. Like, they're even targeting more important systems. Like, they've hit weapons, shields, weapons, and piloting. But it doesn't matter. Okay, there they decided to just bomb a random bit of empty hull instead. They should have maybe 3 or 4 more bombs left. I should have dodged you out, but I felt lazy. I don't really care about my sensors right now. I don't need them until we actually go in for the crew kill. Yep, they're out of bombs. So let's get our O2 back. We'll go fix the shields and the sensors, and then we're gonna go and get a crew kill. Like, they have, if I recall correctly, a Zoltan and a human over there. Those aren't particularly good at repairs, particularly the Zoltan. If we get any fires, they're going to be in some trouble. We could potentially even crew kill this by using the heavy laser to pop shields and the ion stunner to hit the O2. But I don't know how high level it is. I guess I'll do that to see if it's level 2. Okay, let's keep trying. I think the ion stunner doesn't last long enough regardless, but... Okay, they have level 2 O2. The reason I know is that this is flashing blue between blue and green. That means it's not fully ionized. You can tell similarly if I shoot the ion stunner at shields here, for example, that will also flash blue and green because shields are level 2. We've reduced them to level 1, but there's still some power. If we had completely removed the O2 from this room, it would flash between instead of blue and green, it would flash between blue and white. Since I can't be bothered to try to get a crew kill on an O2 ship without using a hack, I'm gonna just hack. That was a lot of dodging, but we did get a hit. And we actually can use that heavy laser ion stunner combination here quite effectively, because we'll just do this. Stun. Unfortunately, the stun doesn't reset repairs. If it did, stun would be a really, really good effect. It would probably make the stun bomb legitimately good if you could do that. But unfortunately, it just delays repairs. It does not outright remove the repairs that the person has already done, that the way that, say, killing them or running them out of the room would do. Take that down. See, you don't need to accept crew as slaves. You just get given them. If you do crew kills enough, you know, there's a 1 in 9 chance. In this case, we get a very, very good crew member. I may end up retraining this person on engines if I get the right opportunity, but I'll put them on shields for now since I have a fully trained engines person. I usually like to have my Lanius not on critical systems and have them free to like run around the ship. So often with this ship, as I get more crew, I'm just shunting my Lanius down to these other systems. They're a little bit annoying if they get mind controlled and stuff. This ship would be safe to crew kill, but there's an asteroid field, so I'm not going to do that. We're just going to kill this ship normally, which is the first time in a while we've needed to do that. We haven't seen a single ship, I think, with a missile in this rock sector. It's been all this weak crap. This time I am going to accept this. We want those drones. They're more valuable than... Since we weren't going to crew kill that ship anyway, like, the difference, it might have only been like 4 scrap. At best, we'd have got 19 scrap. That's not good enough. Do we have 3 jumps here, I think? We might. Now, we can't hit these 3 fights because these 2 are too close together. So, I might as well go here, here, store, and out. Whether I'll actually have enough money to get anything useful at the store, I don't know, but... Depends on how much we get from these 2 battles. If we get crew kills or drops or anything like that. We're not messing around with this ship. They have flak. Should I hack those weapons? Yes. Why risk taking damage when I don't have to? The odds of us not taking these down with this barrage is extremely remote. Maybe we get this crew kill. Probably not, though. That's a rock. Pity. If these weren't double rocks, we could probably crew kill this. We might even still be able to, because actually... What if we do this? And we can lock them in the room as well. Yeah, we might actually manage this. And, I mean, eventually the O2 is going to run out in that room, and they're going to be locked in it. Yeah, like they're already there. Yeah, they're just going to suffocate in that room, and there's not a great deal they can do about it. And that is all because the fires dragged them in there, we were able to keep stunning them, and that fire spread and burned out the O2. So even though they are immune to fire, they're not immune to suffocation. Bye, guys. We still haven't got any weapon drop from any of these crew kills. But hey, we've got a lot of scrap from them. This ship is probably, again, crew killable. Find out what that bomb is. We could actually use this. If we ran them out of bombs, we could use this ship to get engines for our Zoltan. But it would have to be against a single heavy laser, which I'm not going to do. Since this ship, we want to be able to vent our O2 as we did previously. However, I'm just going to put the Zoltan out of the way somewhere. You can help fix that, I guess. And these guys, well, I might as well have you in engines because put you there. I'm not getting the power from it, but who cares? I'm not going to use this ship to grind dodges because it would take forever. Yeah, that's sort of the dangerous thing. It's not going to go out. Yep, double fire, but the fact that there's no O2 in there meant it didn't matter in the slightest. That's the most dangerous result they could really hope for, and it's not good enough. They would only really be able to do much if they then... Why are you running through there, you idiot? They would only really be dangerous to me if they did that multiple times consecutively. You go back into piloting. Go fix that. I couldn't dodge the Zoltan out in time. I do definitely need to be worried. Oh, they ran out of bombs quickly. They must have low rolled on how many missile weapons they had. So we'll once again use, in fact, let's switch to them now so we can do that. We'll once again use the heavy laser and the ion stunner to find out whether they have level 1 or level 2 O2. They once again have level 2 O2. Let's just run people around so that the Zoltan doesn't take any more hit point damage. I mean, I could put you in there and not deliberately grind dodges, but just get a few on you. Yeah, let's do that. Like, I'm not going to deliberately sit here and grind up max dodges, but if you get some from that heavy laser, then cool. The only problem of using this tactic is that if you miss with the heavy laser, then the ion stunner will hit shields, and then you can't use it for a little while. Take that down. This might not work. I wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't, but might depend on any rock resist we get. You can do hilarious things if you get double ion stunners, and just that allows you to chain stun effects, and then you can do really, really, really silly things, especially if you get like fires. We haven't got any rock resist in this fight, which is why they're quite low on health now. Damn it. But they're down to 1. Okay, they got a rock resist there, cool. And that's all they really need, because we stun this person once, they're going to suffocate. And there's no way that other rock can run that far and actually fix things in time. Wow, we got 1 dodge in all that time. Okay, 2. Yeah, that's why we weren't gonna actually try to grind those up there, because imagine multiplying that, the amount of time that took. Well, it's that times 15. Do we definitely have enough time here? Yes, we do. It's somewhat minimal in terms of what we might want here. Like, there could be a flak or something like that, and we could sell something to get that. Or a burst laser too. Okay, so this second chain laser was not really necessary. But, you know, I didn't know I was going to see a burst laser too. So, kind of a waste of scrap, but whatever. We've made loads and loads of scrap in this run, and now we have ridiculously kick-ass weapons. And hacking. And we've gained an extra crew member in spite of turning loads of them down. We have boarders. Guess what? We can crew kill this ship. They're sending more boarders over to us, actually, because they got some from the pre-battle events and some from this. It doesn't matter. They're fighting Lanius in a room with no O2. We'll actually use the chain laser instead of the burst 2 here, because it's more precise. You're probably going to kill these guys. I don't care. We outright can't get our engine skill back because this ship has no weapons that actually would target it. I might let them board me again and kill this guy. Yeah, let's do that. Give me my hit points. Okay, see there you can see it flashing between white and blue. They only have level 1 O2. Now, heavy laser and ion stunner is still not fast enough to completely take that down. The stunner doesn't last long enough, but we can do this. You get in there because you can't get your dodge training back anymore. This ship can run away because even though it's a Mantis-looking ship, it's not actually a proper Mantis ship. It's a pirate Mantis ship. But we can stop it running if we need to. The fire kind of helps, but not really because they have a rock. It'd be really, really nice if they didn't have it, but maybe we can just use the stunner to stun them in there. Unfortunately not. Whatever. They might fix this one more time, but they also might not. Okay, yeah, they did fix it one more time. That's only a level 1 med bay. I can tell his hit points aren't going up. So he's trapped in there for eternity. You're just gonna die. We don't even need to do any more damage to the ship, we just do this. And while that's ionized, next time you will die. I wasn't using my weapons guide there. I ran my weapons guide to the whatever. NG are abandoned. I think we just go abandoned here. NG sectors is mostly stores. We don't need stores. We just need to make loads and loads of scrap. In Sector 4, we can look to get cloaking. We might even get it this sector if we're lucky. If, say, the stores are at the back end of the sector. Like, there are 2 stores in abandoned sectors. It's not like they're completely devoid of stores. This sees more. We go this way. We hack these weapons. They're quite dangerous. And And obviously the O2 crew shenanigans will stop here because it's a Lanius sector. Lanius don't care about breathing. That should mean that things will go a little bit faster, because this has been a very lengthy first 2 sectors. Yeah, we've been playing for an hour and a half. I have had runs that literally were faster than that. But it's been worth it. You know, we've got ridiculously far out in front. And as a result, there shouldn't really be much of anything that can threaten us in this run. I know that sounds overconfident, but it's also true. If I really had to, I could probably fight the flagship in a sector or two, which is these weapons, and upgrade hacking. I'll risk not using a drone here because these weapons, they don't usually use the charge 2 very intelligently. We got a fire in their weapons. Who are not too good at fighting fires either. However, the Lanius is good at fighting fires. Even if we ion stun them, it won't work because they'll just put the fire out. No, we're not accepting a surrender for 3 fuel, for God's sake. We'll probably take that pulsar. We have a blue option from our Lanius here. This may be not much of anything, but some of the Lanius blue options are weird. I think this is the one where you can ask them for scrap, and they can sometimes give it to you, or more often they'll refuse. I think there are ones where they offer trades. Okay, this was a store. I didn't really want a store. I mean, we could buy mind control here. Do we want to do that? We have exactly enough scrap for it. It puts us back on buying cloaking. I mean, it does increase the odds of us finding cloaking later on, because I think that means there would only be 4. The only things then that would be available to find in stores would be cloaking, drone control, teleporter, and a med bay. So it pretty much means any other store in the game that has systems at all will have cloaking. I'm going to do it. We'll risk this pulsar. I probably want to get hacking to 2 for safety. Holy crap! We're definitely hacking those weapons. Do we let them fire the flak? Let's let them fire the flak. They could theoretically damage me with it, but the odds are very low. No, we're not accepting a surrender. And they die. This path kind of sucks. 1, 2, 3. Can we do that? Let's just make sure we have enough space for it. Yes, we do. Cool. There are still 2 more stores in this sector, because that store that we found wasn't a real store. That was from an event. We definitely hack these weapons. We're going to let them fire the heavy one, and then hack after that to partially desync these. Unfortunately, the flak and the burst one fire at exactly the same moment, so we can't desync them. But we can just do that. They managed to get enough dodges that they still actually have enough weaponry to be dangerous. Crunch. We should have just accepted that surrender offer. We got like 2 more scrap and we lost 5 fuel. Oh well. Okay, this is annoying. This cloak might be long enough that they just get that missile off. Probably won't be, but it might be long enough that I can't hack it down long enough. I think that's probably the case here. Maybe if we... Ooh, just enough time. They even have an NG. But, we're gonna put a stop to those shenanigans. Oh crap, I forgot. Well, they cloaked. No. Take that down so they can't buy time. More fighting. Fight the ship. Missile means we hack. That's definitely an Artemis missile. There's no way a ship would turn up with just level 2 weapons and a 1 shield bubble this late in the game. Wow, that's level 3 piloting. Still wasn't good enough, but it is noteworthy. Oh wow, we got a double reward and a free jump there. That's very, very good. And that means we can kind of take advantage of this, which we probably wouldn't go to otherwise. But since it's a free jump, we might as well do it and get more scrap. We're hacking these weapons, that's a burst too. Drones are definitely getting down a bit. Let's send you to fight them. No, that's a very bad offer. Yeah, this sector has been full of enemies with very dangerous weapons. Made up for the last couple of sectors where we could just toy with our food. Attack the pirate. This is another burst too. They've got a missile. And a bomb. Let's do this. We can mind control the pilot. Doesn't completely remove their evade, but it will reduce it. There we go. Remove their evade altogether. And just blow them up. Oh wow, we actually got a crew kill there. We must have had a fire or something. Double reward? Well, not a double reward, but we got fully repaired there. We also have 160 scrap, so we can now buy cloaking if we see it. Go here. We're probably just going to go here, here, and out. I wouldn't go to a store there even if I see one, because that would make me dive, and I don't think it's worth it. Well, we got the full sector reveal. Okay, well there's a store here anyway. So yeah, it's Sector 3. Yeah, I have endgame systems and endgame weapons in Sector 3. So we just need to make scrap and get some more upgrades. Hey, cool, we got a thing that we're going to just sell because we'll never be able to use it. Zoltan homeworlds or NG homeworlds? Zoltan 4 is a very, very dangerous sector. I mean, we could go there to try to get a Zoltan shield just to give us even more ridiculously overpowered stuff. But I mean, it does lead to better sectors because this is forced red, and that could be like an abandoned sector. I mean, admittedly, our ship is not as threatened in abandoned sectors. You know what? Screw it. Let's do this. Because we have cloaking, we can deal. If we just had hacking and mind control, I'd be worried because Zoltan shield ships block both of those, and if they just happen to have very dangerous weapons, they could still hurt us through that. But we have cloaking, so we can deal with the most it gives us a way to make sure we don't take hits on weapons before stuff goes down. So we will risk Zoltan 4. We have mind control to deal with the border police. Zoltan sectors also tend to give very high scrap rewards. They're just quite dangerous. Yeah, like this. So you need to make sure you're prepared for them. And it is arrogant to do this. NG is definitely the safer option. I'm gonna hack piloting. I'm gonna cloak this shit. Wow, they have level 3. Medbay, piloting. And let's take that stuff out, and now we're not in any danger. We had to use all of our tools, but why did we spend all of that scrap acquiring them if we're not going to use them? And they blow up. 33 scrap. Let's buy engines and this. We just want to get our engines up so that we can cloak for 100% next. We could strictly do this. Yeah, we can do that. And if we need to dodge like a big missile, we can do that. We'd like more power. Now, all of these beacons that don't have anything at them could theoretically be the Zoltan Peace Envoy. I don't really feel like it's worth trying too hard to find that, because, you know, there are also in Zoltan sectors a lot of just empty jumps. I mean, I'll jump here anyway, because I have to go to one of them, and this sees the most. Nebulas in Zoltan sectors kind of suck. We'd probably go through this big one in the middle anyway, because it's kind of difficult to know. And we just find this without even trying. Hear him out. Okay, well that's a Zoltan quest. Even if it just gives us a Zoltan crew member, that's fine. Go down to investigate, invite this guy to join. See, this is why I don't really feel like accepting crew from slavers is good. You know, we got so much scrap from doing that, and we're getting the crew anyway. You tend to get a lot of options where your results are either 50% of the time you get crew or 50% of the time you get nothing. You just end up getting crew from stuff like that anyhow. You're my new weapons person, and I'll run a Zoltan into door. A Lanius into doors. Let's go here, hit a bunch of these nebula jumps, go to the homeworld quest, and as many beacons as we can. The ship's kind of dangerous. We're going to try to do it without hacking. These two ions could take my shields down completely, but I can just cloak the heavy ion, and then that won't happen. This will also buy my shields time to recharge, so that when this halberd beam goes off, I have 2 shields. I can even into... Unfortunately, they've hacked my door, so I can't. I wanted to run them into I want to run them into sensors so I can mind control. I could, it was just delayed. We might be able to crew kill this. You know, that's a double fire. Zoltans and double fires, they're not really good at fighting those. And we have mind control as well. And there's a breach there that they can't fix. Yep, crew kill. And we finally get that 1 in 9 weapon drop. You know, we've had so many crew kills in this run that it was inevitably going to happen. It's happened now. We can use that instead of the chain laser. I mean, we won't use it right now because we're not using the chain laser anyway, but we can have it there. At end game, we could use this. That's a ridiculously strong setup, and frankly, we can probably get better than either the ion stunner or the chain laser by the time this run is over. Go here, then down into the nebula, then circle around and hit the quest. This ship is trolling me with double missile nonsense. We're not having that. Get vented, good sir. We dodge all that stuff. Stop that NG from fixing things. We can hack here to guarantee that we kill the ship. So let's backtrack, go through the nebula, and then head up towards the homeworld quest. Feels like we've seen a lot of burst 2s lately. I should have actually bought more. I should have bought more power there, but whatever. I'll do that after this jump. It's more important to dodge the missile. The missile just needs me to fail to evade once, whereas this burst laser 2, even if it gets to fire, I only need to dodge once at 30% to not take damage from it. And yeah, it didn't even get to fire all 3 shots, so. Oh, we got a few rock resists there. I wish I could see what was going on there, and then we might be able to get a crew kill, but whatever. They'll have rocks over there. We almost certainly wouldn't have been able to do that. Let's buy 2 more power bars. Do we want to go to these? They're probably nothing. On the other hand, we have extra jumps. And frankly, at this point, we can dive in we can't dive in this sector because the exit is in a place you practically can't dive in. But for all practical purposes, we could dive in every sector for the rest of this run. We have 100% evade, we have cloaking, we have absurdly strong weapons. We don't need to, avoid risks. We have a clone bay, we can risk this. What did I mention about probably being able to get better stuff than the ion stunner? Or the chain laser? We have this as our final weapon setup. That is fucking insane. This only requires weapon 6, which we could have, if we're lucky, we could have that by the end of this sector. And it will definitely have it by the end of next sector, if not then. And it is just a ridiculously strong setup. Okay, border police. With a big missile and a beam drone. So kind of dangerous border police, but it's fine. We want to mind control one of these guys. Do I want to mind control one of you or one of the ones in piloting? I feel like the ones in piloting are more dangerous. Yeah, do that. You go in there and start venting them. We cloak the big missile. I'd really like to get you out of the way so that I actually have 100% evade for that missile. Unfortunately, they dodged so many of my shots there that I could not, that I couldn't get a hack over there. Well, let's cloak at 80%. Of course, we got hit at 20%, but it's fine. We just need to be wary of them suicide bombing our people, because then a missile could come in and take down the clone bay, and that'd be a very sad way to lose crew. Yeah, like that. This is one of the big problems with the Zoltan Border Police. Like, they were not designed when they dodged both those heavy laser shots. When the Zoltan Border Police were designed, the Zoltans did not yet actually explode on death. That's something that was added in Advanced Edition, so this event became much more dangerous when that happened. I'm going to hack weapons so that this missile cannot fire while my people are cloning. It otherwise would have fired, and I'm not guaranteed of being able to dodge. Whereas this way, if it hits that room, it doesn't matter. Can we crew kill these stupid assholes, because they deserve it as punishment for their complete nonsense. You know, hitting me at 20% with a missile, and exploding one of my crew. Hey, guess what? Yes, you're welcome to go into the room. You have 70 hit points. You're welcome to go into the room with a giant hull breach. Oh no. Well, we can pretty much suffocate these people in turn. They've now fixed the breach, but that's what mind control is for. Let them fix this once. Mind control you. Lock you in there. Crunch. I think I had the wrong Lanius on the wrong rooms again, but whatever. You'll get your evade back fairly quickly. How many jumps do we have to the exit? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you know, 2 of them are in nebulas, so it's really even more than 5. We don't have any good way to get all of these. Like, we could try to, I suppose if that's a fight, we might go here, 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 there, and then there. Asteroid field. That could be the Natural Mineral Protection Act event, which can be quite dangerous. That can throw up ships with, I'm gonna do this, although that won't actually be helpful against a Zoltan shielded ship. The Natural Mineral Protection Act event is quite dangerous. It can throw up, I have fought ships in that event that have 3 shield bubbles, a Zoltan shield, level 5 weapons, and double offensive drones. I don't feel like it's worth risking that event, so we're gonna skip it, and we're gonna go this way instead. That may mean losing a fight, but like, whatever. it doesn't. We get a fight anyway. So let's go and see whether or not we can get a Zoltan Shield. Attempt to hail them. Let's try to reconcile our ideals without war and achieve progress without bloodshed. Yeah, we really feel like we need that on this run. Like, we're really struggling a little bit here on Lanius A, but fortunately, this drop has come to save us. We never could have survived without this. This might really turn the tide. We just want to buy drones at this store. Even though this ship is dangerous, I'm going to actually try doing it without using drones, because we're running very, very critically low. And we have a Zoltan Shield and Cloak for this crap, so... Mind control, double heavy laser, cloak, yeah, we're fine. This can theoretically hurt us, but mostly it will help us regain our dodges. Off to the store. We're going to sell these unnecessary weapons that we have. You know I have to do it. So yeah, in this sector we've picked up a Zoltan Shield, another heavy laser, a burst one, and a pre-igniter. That's kind of a good sector. Move to examine the beacon. Oh no, we're being boarded. Whatever will we do? We'll try to do this without hacking. We still have the full Zoltan Shield. Zoltan's go and fight the Zoltans. Lanius, go and fight these. It's because we're in a Zoltan sector. I have the word on the brain. No. And off we go. Slug-controlled nebula is generally better scrap. It also allows us to see more. We get better choices for Sector 6. A stronghold would be really, really funny in this run. We want to get weapons 5 next. Actually, we should have upgraded our O2 first. It's a mistake that we didn't do that before this jump. Fortunately, it's a mistake that doesn't matter. Yeah, we're gonna dunk on fucking everything in this run. I don't know whether this will be the highest scoring run I've got on any of my my streams so far, but it will be the strongest. this is just ridiculously good, and we have all of it in play already. And I really feel like this has come about in significant part because we rejected those crew offers early on. That got the scrap rolling on what's already a good ship, and we just went from there. Like, we don't even really want a store at this point. We don't have any choice really but to go to that one. We're gonna do this. Maybe we can go around. I doubt it. I think we just get forced to go there. We just want to upgrade our shit. Okay, this event is kind of dangerous. I'll use hacking to take that down. The borders are in my sensors room. These people are immune to mind control, so it is a little bit perilous. Well, we've already taken the missile out, which is the most dangerous thing. You get indoors. Yeah, come fight me in the room with no oxygen. They'll eventually get through my Zoltan shield. It's a little bit awkward because they have early level 6 shields. Okay, actually we still have it to protect us from this missile. That's a breach missile. Because this is a slug ship, they don't use Hermes missiles. So if you see a missile like this on a slug class ship, it's always a breach missile. See if I can hit their shields. I'm just worried about the ship trying to run away. There we go. Looks like they're not running away anyway. Well, actually, let's just cloak that. If we do that, we can just kill them before they ever get to the Zoltan shield. 43. We'll just go through the store. Maybe there's a flak or something. There's another heavy laser. We don't really need that. I mean, we could use it instead of the burst one and do shield hacks, but why not? Why do that? Let's just do this. We'll go into jumps like this because then we get more shots and it gives us more leeway about not using hacking. And yeah, we just want to fight absolutely as much as we possibly can. We're gonna hack in this fight because this is a very dangerous ship. You know, 3 fast weapons and double offensive drones. We're gonna get our weapons up to 6 quite quickly, and then we'll just work on shields. That's all down. We have hacking for the next volley, so they're dead. We're guaranteed to do 4 damage here. We didn't get a double reward, sadly. We could use this to try to get them to give us a better deal, but honestly, let's just attack them. If you do this and they offer you a weapon you don't want, like a heavy ion, you can't then back out and attack the ship. So it's pretty much always better to just go for the fight. You can sometimes do that if you're really, really desperate for weapons, but otherwise solid on like scrap. But I don't think that comes up very often at all. Now we just have to stop them running away. We almost didn't do that, but almost doesn't count. We need one more fight to get our weapons up. And we've got it right here. We can probably crew kill this. The O2. Yeah, that's already down. Now we just have to hit weapons to knock one of these out. We're gonna fire at that again because they have a slug in that room and we might just kill them, or Put a breach or something like that. Okay, that's a little bit annoying, actually, now they're running away. I shouldn't have done that, I guess. Are you fucking joking? Well, this is stupid. Now we have to waste hacking. Yeah, this guy's almost dead as well. We only need to hit twice, so do this. You're dead. And now you're guaranteed to not be able to escape, but we actually wasted a hacking drone there. The fire is spreading in their main compartment, but it can only burn down 2 more rooms, and they have 3 hull. It probably won't burn down those 2 rooms anyway. Their O2 started running out pretty early. We can just keep an eye on their ship and we'll see when the oxygen runs out. I'm gonna go and make myself some tea, and we'll have got the crew kill by the time I'm back. That actually happened as I left the room, but whatever. We can't keep this battery charger because our augment slots are already filled, and the augments we already have are better than that, so we're just gonna drop it. But we got 49 scrap anyway, which that means we can do this. So we go in with our endgame weapon set up. This is going to be our endgame weapons unless we get like a flak or another burst 2 or something like that. Maybe a heavy laser 2 we would consider. Let's just keep taking fights. Wow, we actually did not manage to hit there. That's a lot of dodging. Still, we get 2 volleys off before they even get the fire on us, and that's before we consider our Zolt shield. Wow, that's a lot of dodging. I'll cloak this. Okay, I'm getting fed up of this. Congratulations, you've managed to make me waste a hacking drone. As with level 1 piloting, their actual evade is 30% because it's reduced by 5 just for the fact of having a hacking drone on that. So that was ridiculous RNG, but whatever. You aren't allowed to do that anymore. Your dodging privileges have been revoked. As soon as they stop being able to dodge everything, we just completely crush them, obviously. I think we're going to go here and then back down, maybe? I don't know. We could alternately go there, there, and down. If there are fights at either of these 2 sectors, that is better. This could be manually searched, which we can risk. Yeah, we'll take it. It isn't, but it's free scrap with borders. At low power battles, it's urgent to remember to just jump out with your weapons powered, and that way you actually get the pre-igniter. If you have the pre-igniter but your weapons aren't powered, when you jump out, you actually don't get the effect of it. Mind control one of you 2. The other 2 are in hacking. Let's vent over to there. Get our Lanius in there to drain things even faster. We might lose them, but they'll just come back. You go over there. You get in there and give me 2v1. That'll do. So we didn't end up with anyone dying. long-range scanners, we get blue option from that. That's fairly common in the nebula type sectors. We actually should just boost our shields up. We'll do that after this fight. Ship's kind of strong. This ship is quite easy to crew kill. Oh god damn it, we did that again. However, it doesn't look like there's a fire in there, so as long as they never run back into piloting, it doesn't matter. And I think that guy might just be dead. I mean, we just did 60 damage with the 2 heavy lasers, and he already had some damage on him. And even if he's not, it's going to take a very long time to put 7 points of repair on those weapons. But he's not doing that, and the FTL's not charging. So as long as we didn't set a fire, that ship is gonna run out of O2 and suffocate. I wonder how many crew kills we've got in this so far. It's definitely over 10 once this goes in. It's like those early sectors were just like that rock sector 2 was just crew kill after crew kill after crew kill after crew kill. .47 scrap. Off the exit. We're diving, by the way. We might as well go to the store, see if there's anything that we might want, but probably not. No. Stealth weapons would be cute, but they're not. It's not good. I don't feel like it's good enough. If it was really late in the run, I'd get rid of the long-range scanners and swap stealth weapons, but we have long enough left in this run. Okay, well, our dive plan has been somewhat ruined by the fact that there's 2 stores back here. Whatever, let's go look here, take that ship, take that jump, and then we'll jump back down. We don't need the hover beam, our weapons are good enough as they are. Like, we'll dive here and then go back, but who cares? Our ship is so insanely strong that we can do dumb stuff. And indeed, that did prove to be dumb. Since it's a bunch of dives anyway, let's just go this way, and then all the dive beacons are in nebulas, and we don't face ASB. That was dumb. I forgot to repower my weapon, so I lose the pre-ignited charge. I thought the game was still paused, and I accidentally unpaused it. Good luck taking my Zoltan shield down and actually getting to hit me when we've got a fire in that room. Yeah, that wasn't a very good dive, but who cares? We're gonna blow these dive ships up and continue on with our quest to murder everything in the galaxy. Give us our fuel. With this setup, we could grind infinite score here, because one thing that's worth noting, like if you jump back to this beacon, like we're gonna fight this ship here. If we jumped back to this beacon from a different beacon, even if we blow the ship up, we would fight this exact same ship again. So our ship is strong enough that if we wanted to, we could just bounce back and forth between 2 nebula dives indefinitely, and you could farm up as much score as you could ever want to do. you could literally do it forever. With Zoltan Shield and Pre-Igniter, we literally could do it forever. I think you just have to find two relatively weak ships right next to each other that you could fight over and over and over again. As long as they never had any chance to get through our Zoltan Shield, we could literally never take damage because of our strong weapons and our Pre-Igniter. I mean, I guess eventually you might get a fight where they just dodge everything. But as long as we can do fights without having to use hacking, so because there's a limited supply of those and you can't get them back from dive fights, you could literally, like, if there's a weak ship here or here or here, you could hit those over and over and over again, and then jump back here and bounce back and forth. This is not a weak one of those ships. You would not want to use this as well. We're still going to try to avoid using any resources, because like we've got a Zoltan Shield and we have cloaking. If nothing else, we can escape from these people. They have great weapons. Cloak. Even with that burst 2 down, this is hot. This is enough damage to actually hurt us. We'll stick around and see if we can kill this ship just for fun. They're in there. That means we can just use that to... Okay. Let's get out of here. They have great dodges. Rock homeworlds are abandoned. Rock homeworlds is a pretty bad sector. Now, late abandoned sectors are very dangerous. But, like, who cares about danger? We're really, really strong. The other thing to consider here is just what gives us the best chance of a good Sector 7. If we take the bottom path, we have a red sector and a purple sector. The late purple sector is probably a slug sector, although it may be an Uncharted Nebula. But frankly, I've had good Uncharted Nebula 7s. The top beacon, we've already seen NG homeworlds and Zoltan homeworlds. So this is either civilian, NG, or Zoltan. NG would be a bit disappointing, but the other two are typically high scrap when you are strong. Also, I've not had very many late game abandoned sectors. It'd be interesting to show them off. If we fight some Lanius bombers, we have Zoltan shields and Lanius anti-bombers and mind control. We can handle them. Now, let's not let these people break my my mind control. Let's do this. Get you two down there. When the mind control runs out, you just run into the room and hold them off. I probably should have vented towards that room, but whatever. We also have Lanius to give us blue options in this sector. We can deal with a pulsar. We have Zoltan Shield and Pre-Igniter and all systems. So we've got a Lanius bomber. This is probably the most dangerous type of ship in the game. It depends. Zoltan ships can be very, very dangerous. Certain rebel disruptors could be more dangerous in the right circumstances. Like, this ship can, and indeed does, have 3 special systems like we do. It's the only ship in the game that can do that. And it will also board us with 2 Lanius. But our Zoltan Shield protects us, and we are not going to mess around. We're going to hack their piloting so we can guarantee all our shots hitting, since their shields have been taken out by the ion pulsar anyway. This one tick of our Zoltan Shield will absorb the next pulsar. Let's just keep them over on their ship. Lanius bombers always give pretty good scrap rewards, so that's something to consider. They're just very, very dangerous to fight. This is generally the route you would want to take to find stores and see more stuff, but we don't need stores. We're just going to get as much scrap as we possibly can, so we're going to take this route. But that upper path, if the run were in any doubt and say you'd been forced into this sector, you'd want to take that top path, even if you knew that meant you were dodging fights. We'll take that, we can sell that, and this is a great amount of scrap. That's more than we got for the Lanius bomber we just killed, and we blew that ship up. It wasn't a surrender. Between the scrap and the sail thing, that's like 80 scrap, I think. Can't remember how much fire drones sell for. We'll go here to see what's at that beacon, but we're probably jumping up. Just hack piloting to guarantee all our shots hitting. If we hack shields with the pre-igniter, it kind of wastes some of the benefit of the pre-igniter, because you have to wait for the hacking to drain the shields all the way down. As you do this, you're just guaranteed your shots all hit. Okay, there is a store there. Do we want to go to that just to sell the fire drone? That seems a bit silly. Let's not do that. Let's get our shields up. Go this way. I know we said we were going to go to that jump to see if there was a store there, and then we saw it and we didn't go to it anyway, but... It's not like our hold is completely full, it's just one item. Crush all that stuff. We'll mind control this guy so they can't charge their FTL. I mean, we can get that to sell. It only sells for 15 scrap, it's worth noting. If we kill the ship, we might well get more than 37 scrap. I'm gonna reject. I almost never reject surrender offers that have items with them. But yeah, we actually made more scrap there by rejecting it, because of the specific item that they were offering. I mean, in a lot of runs, you'd want to accept that anyway, because you might use the Ion Blast to give you, you know, a 1-power weapon to boost your offense a little bit. But we have fantastic weapons anyway. Whee, 56 free scrap, cool. Should we go this way? This does allow us to potentially go down to the store, so we're going to do that. We get a bunch of free scrap for doing nothing at all. Needless to say, we're diving in this sector. I can't remember what this gives you. Okay, they give us a drop. That's a lot of text for just one drop, but whatever. We can sell that for 25 scrap. That's not a terrible blue option. Hey, there's a flak. We could sell long range scanners and buy the auto reloader, but like whatever. We're gonna keep the long range scanners and just keep farming scrap. We got another store that we can go to shortly. So we'll keep some scrap in case there's, say, another burst 2 there. But we're gonna go like here, store, go behind the exit. You get out of the way. We should probably just boost our doors, actually. I'll probably do that after the store. And we'll win this. Our NG will survive because we're fighting 2v1. We could even use mind control if we really wanted to, run him somewhere else and then vent him. But it's fine. Sultan to go take some damage. We have a blue option from our NG. Give us loads and loads of money. Let's buy some more fuel because we're running a bit low. Take this fight. I forgot that I need to time my weapons now differently. I'm used to having the burst 2 and the burst 1 that take the same amount of time to travel to the ship. So I'll need to remember that for ships that actually have shields, my flak needs to be fired a moment before the other ones. Let's do this. Just in case I do want to shield hack, although I will typically not want to do that. Do that and that, I guess. Off to the exit. If I hack piloting here, that clears shields. We do 3, 2, 2. That does 7 damage. That will take up both of these and leave the little missile. I think that's okay. We have the Zolt shield to protect us. It means having to use a drone at a dive fight, but whatever. Oh, we got a fire there, so we don't even need to keep firing at that room. We'll just take their shields out and then we'll blow them up. I may have cloaked too early there, but turns out I didn't. Blew them up and out to Sector 7. So, no Rebel stronghold, sadly. We'll go civilian. Let's hope for a big civilian nebula. Late game civilian sectors can be insanely lucrative. Okay, this is hopeful. We're in a nebula right now. Yes! We got the... Sometimes you just get civilian sectors that generate with these absolutely ginormous nebulas, and you get so many jumps when this happens. Can we hit every jump in this nebula? I think we maybe can. We go here, 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 down this way, there, back up. Yeah, we can hit every single jump in this nebula. Nah. Take all that stuff out. Move their evade. Was a little worried about them getting this missile back, but we will knock it off with our next volley. And by knock it off, I mean we will blow this ship up with our next volley. Our backup battery is about to run out. Let's use real power. Crunch. Get more cloaking. We get more borders that give us stuff. Whereabouts are you? You're there. It'll take you longer now to do anything that matters because we did finally upgrade our doors there. Just vent these fools. Do that, that's even better. go hang out with our new friend. That was a little cocky, firing the flak before the hacking thing had even landed there. It nearly cost me, but whatever. A little cocky has basically described this entire run since about Sector 2. More blue options from our long-range scanners. Let's get more power so we can do that whenever we might want to. This could be manually searched. It's an auto scout fight. I was gonna say, I don't know what you have to get through shields. Your weaponry seemed a little bit weak in that regard. We could probably use the combat drone too to grind shield skill, but who cares? We have a Zoltan shield. The odds that our shields are ever going to be in a position that they're going down and we need the shield skill is extremely remote. They're dead on the next volley. Nothing at this beacon. But more fights at the nebulas. Running a little low on fuel, but we should manage to get through the sector. We get a bunch at the beginning of the next sector anyway. Level 1 hack here. Sell at that store? Not really. We could look there to see if there's any good augments and maybe swap. If there were stealth weapons there, I'd swap long range scanners for it. But like any decisions we make right now are purely, you know, let's make our ship even stronger rather than what do we need to do to win the run? We would utterly crush the flagship if we fought at this moment. Okay, we don't get any scrap from this. We didn't there was no manually searching that nebula despite it being enormous. Oh wow, you're in a place that I can vent very easily. Let's send the NG to find you so I can use mind control on you. No, I can still vent that room. Here, you go in there and keep them occupied. The only augments I might want to buy are, oh wow, we've got a guaranteed double scrap reward. The only augments I might want to buy are, in place of long-range scanners, are auto reloader or stealth weapons. And they're both quite cheap, so I don't really need to keep much scrap. do a long cloak, because why not? We're a little bit weak against ships like this that have really high dodge when we're not hacking, but like, whatever. We can get off a good first volley. And as long as we can do that, we are completely safe. Double reward. Do that. That. We don't even need to get more fuel. Take out their piloting so they can't run away. Hull breach their weapons. Nah, we wouldn't trade for any of these. We could buy the heavy laser too. That would require us to get our weapons to level 8, and I don't feel like at this point that that's worth doing. I love that thing, but let's just stick with what we've got. It allows us to upgrade other stuff more easily. Like, we'd need to get 190 scrap, which we'll probably just do that. We'll probably do that in the next sector anyway, but we might not. We don't need to. Frankly, we may end up upgrading our weapons to 8 for buffers anyway. But I mean, it does cost us 65 scrap to buy the heavy laser 2 as well. They managed to actually hit that. That's annoying. I should upgrade my sensors actually so that I can use mind control more easily. And by easily, I mean not have to move one crew member. Oh no, they hacked my doors. That's a terribly located store, to put mildly. Let's do that. So we've maxed our reactor. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. We can do this. If our crew die, they'll just come back in the combat. Does reduce our piloting skill temporarily, but we have level 6 engines. We'll have 100% evade even if he loses that. We can't get to that fight, unfortunately. No, this is a possible double scrap reward. Wow, that was a lot of dodges. I guess that means we want to hack your piloting. Okay, cut that out. We haven't been trying crew kills for a little while, even though I'm pretty sure some of these ships were crew killable just because, like, whatever. We're past the point that it's gonna matter. Like, we'll get more scrap, who cares? Double reward, although sadly part of the double reward was just part of the double reward was just fuel repair, which we were gonna hull repair rather, which we were gonna get at the end of this sector anyway. We can go here, here, and out. I think we even get to the exit without having to dive. Actually, we might not. Whatever. Dives are not dangerous remotely for us. Yeah, we do have to dive. Level 6 engines means we have a pretty good chance of getting out before the ASB goes off even once. Cut it out. They, I think, are dead on this volley. Yeah. So let's go off to Sector 8 on this ridiculously strong run, where we have already maxed the reactor before even getting to Sector 8. Guess we just hit a repair station. We'll take one jump before the repair station. We don't really need drones. We have 11. That's enough to last us the whole run if necessary. We'd like to get our weapons up once just to protect them in the case of a single point of damage. Against the flagship, we will still hack shields, because, except maybe against Phase 2, because we want to control the middle of their ship to get crit kills. And in Phase 3, we'll be using the pre-igniter against the super shield anyway, so we won't really, the main reason that we might otherwise hack piloting won't exist. You two kill each other. We're continuing to just obliterate everything, and the repair station is still there, so we go there and see loads of stuff. Just holding scrap for the moment in case we see a store, but we'll do that for the moment. This sees like the entire bottom bit of the sector. We're gonna try to crew kill this. They have a friggin' Vulcan, that's a piece of crap. Yeah, they have level 1 oxygen and we can do a level 3 hack on them. Unfortunately, we didn't hit that stupid room, but we did redirect the system repair drone into their weapons, and we took the Vulcan out. I mean, this oxygen is so low, we could actually break it without ever once hitting this. We could just repeatedly hack, and level 3 hacking obviously will beat level 102. We're firing a little bit more than I would like there, just because they have this defensive drone too. We don't want to shoot at them again other than to knock the O2 off, and maybe to knock out to knock off the medbay. Let's let you out since you only have level 102. Leaving you in there for some reason, that's kind of annoying. Take that down. You can't get in the medbay anyway, you're not in the right room, so I don't need to break it. Get 72 scrap. Go this way. Engine's up, I guess. Yeah. We don't really need weapons 8. 1 buffer is enough. This guy with 4 hit points is running in to fight this level 3 mind-controlled guy. That's very, very brave. Let's make the fight a little bit more even. Except he's thought better of it now that the room is on fire. Some of these might be not enough time events, and I don't care in the slightest. Yeah, that's one of them. We weren't going to try to crew kill that ship. Their weapons were actually quite dangerous. Do we go to this store? If we do, we're kind of giving up this fight. That's a dive. Eh. The only thing we could really do here, I mean, we could buy crew, but we don't need to do that. The only thing we could really do here with long-range scanners is swap it for a shield charge booster. The other things, like Zoltan Shield Bypass is great with certain ships, but it doesn't benefit us other than letting us use mind control through the Phase 3 Zoltan Shield, and that's I intend for their crew to be dead by then. We're just going to sell the long-range scanners now. Just make sure we know. Like, we know there's a fight there if we can get back to it. We might be able to get there between phases, but, like, if whatever's there, we would go there regardless. So let's just get rid of the long-range scanners. Let's upgrade doors just because we're a little bit weak against borders, even though I don't intend to ever allow borders on our ship. I know that's a fight, because we already saw it with the scanners. So as long as we can get back there in time, it doesn't matter that we've sold the scanners. It doesn't change what is at the beacon. And what's at the beacon is a double missile nonsense ship, but we're going to crush it. Their weapons are never coming back. See if we can tag piloting or cloaking rather, which we couldn't, but who cares? We won't quite max the ship out because this wasn't a particularly lucrative Sector 8. But it was still, like, this ship, in terms of the quality of what it has, is ridiculously powerful. Way, way beyond what you need to actually win in FTL ever. I messed up the timing there and ended up hitting their shields as they recharged, but they have no evade, so who cares? Upgrade that just because, I guess. That, sure. Let's fight a dive ship. They have double missiles. Should we kill this dive ship? Probably. We knock all this stuff offline, they'll never get through our Zoltan shield and they'll never be able to board us. We only want to do a level 1 cloak on this, because we don't want the timing to slip. We don't want to be in a position where our cloaking is still on cooldown when another ASB fires at us, in case we need to stick around. And we want it to be, which doesn't look like we're going to need to do, but we want it to be as close to off cooldown as we can for when we fight Phase 1. So we're going to go to Phase 1. We will shield hack in this phase, knock the missiles off, and then we're going to just try to get as many crew kills as we possibly can by mind controlling into the shield room and trying to set fires with our heavy lasers, that kind of stuff. They can't do the hack on us because of Zoltan Shield. They could do a delayed hack on something nasty like Shield, so we do need to be aware of that. A delayed hack on weapons wouldn't matter that much because our weapons are so fast that it wouldn't matter. We'll just do a level 1 cloak here because we would lose the timing anyway once they are we would have lost the extra cloak timing anyway. Mind control you. Actually, I should have mind controlled you, shouldn't I, and run you in there. Whatever. Well, they've hacked our hacking, which is frustrating. Although we can sometimes do fun stuff with that. We might be able to use that to hack their med bay and kill people in there. We want to keep that offline, though. Let's do this now. And frankly, we don't even have to leave this here because they're going to blow the hacking drone up again. There's a chance this could hurt us. Let's just cloak and buy time for our stuff to recharge. Killed that guy. There's still a marginal chance we could take damage here. We've killed most of their crew in this phase. We'll probably get like one more. Maybe more if we do another medbay hack. Let's do this. I miscounted how much hull they had. I thought they had 5. We should have got a bunch of kills there, and we didn't. Oh well. Most of their crew are dead. We'll probably pick the rest off. Sadly, that got taken over. We'll pick the rest off in the next phase. And even if we don't, they'll have like 2 for the final phase. And we have mind control counter, we have Lanius, we have max door, so we have Zoltan shield. Let's let them come back to us. I don't know why we're doing this, considering... Well, I guess they're actually going to get through our... Of course, we can fight it with a Lanius, so the O2 drain from the boarding drone doesn't matter that much. Here, let's mind control the right person this time. We'll do this guy. That will run him out of that room. He'll go to the next room that has people in it, or an undamaged system, which in both cases is shields. That'll start a big fight in there. Lanius, you go deal with that. There we go. So yeah, they have 1 crew member. They have 2, but this guy's gonna die when the hover beam breaks off. We might legitimately... Oh no, they've actually got... I was gonna say we might legitimately kill this ship before they get a drone surge off. And then they immediately got a drone surge off. Whatever. Can we get these off before we cloak? Yes. This might actually... I don't think it can blow them up, but it comes very, very close. They'll die as soon as... we're out of cloaking. You don't need to hold him off anymore. So yeah, they have 1 crew member left. They're not even going to try boarding us. The only thing we can do with this is get swag sensors, which does literally nothing in the final phase, but who cares? With pre-igniter and Zoltan shield, we should be able to do this without taking any damage, unless their evade is completely insane. I'd say our odds of doing it with the Zoltan shield still intact is probably slightly higher than our odds of taking damage. They probably will take the Zoltan shield down. I guess I'll wait for them to heal my wounded guy up, not that it matters. They can't even mind control us right now. How did they have 2 crew over there? I don't understand what happened there, but it doesn't matter. We'll smash this Zoltan shield. That's already broken. We don't need to cloak this. At best, it can take the Zoltan Shield out completely. Fire everything at that room to make sure we knock it off. Slightly slows the fight down because we didn't hit shields, but whatever. Like to knock that offline, but we didn't quite manage it. Hey, we got full dodges. Oh yeah, we can hack their shield, can't we? Yeah, they don't have anything to shoot at us right now, so, yep, I was right. They, in fact, burned out there, so our Zoltan Shield was still intact when we killed Phase 3. We take 0 damage because our ship was absolutely absurdly overpowered. We never got the crew to make up for rejecting those early crew surrenders, but did we really ever feel that? And the extra scrap that we got for rejecting those, the 2 high scrap rewards plus a drop in Sector 1, just we got so far out in front that we were never in remote danger. Yeah, that is over 7,000. So that's a very, very strong score. We didn't quite max the ship out, but we were not far off it. We had 116 beacons explored in that run. That was the multiple nebulas we did, and some of the ridiculous dives that we took as well because we were so strong. But yeah, 7,177. That's a good score. It would be better to be 7,777 because that would both be numerically very pleasing and a new high score for me on this profile. I've once done higher than that with Crystal B on a very silly run, but that's on an old computer. So we absolutely crushed FTL in this, and that was very amusing. Our next run will all but certainly not be as strong as that. I don't even need to know what ship it's going to be. It almost certainly won't be as strong as this. Let's find out what we're playing next. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, Fed A, it's probably not going to be as strong as that. But I hope you enjoyed the run. Remember that you should reject pirate surrenders in Sector 1 unless you're playing Mantis B. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.